And we are live. Greetings everybody. Welcome back to Daddy DeGrand, the Granddaddy. Oh my god, my echo. Good start. There with the echo, always. That was quicker than I thought it would be. Greetings guys. Time to stream a little bit more. I haven't done that in a while now, have I? Since Thursday, I think. Yeah, it was a pretty big week for me. Pretty big week in terms of game releases, update releases. We had Curse of the Dead Gods, we had Smite, we had Dreamscaper, and I was busy doing recordings left and right. But now we are back in here, and Bluekio, you're being fast and furious, fashionably so. Greetings to you. So, I actually played Curse of the Dead Gods today. I had a hilarious run going on, which I can't wait for you guys to see. I may actually upload that today or tomorrow. We'll see about that. Now, we still have a lot of stuff to do in here, and this stuff is not going to get any easier anytime soon. So we might as well get to it right now. Let's go for the Jaguar Temple. So, Bluekio, how are you doing, my dear? I hope you feel a bit less sour than I do over the fact that the weekend is almost over again. I swear, Sundays always have me feel so dreary over the prospect of the next day being a Monday. One time I was on my phone, which gives me an instant notification. You know what? That's good. That's great. YouTube notifications. I think I've talked about the other day. They have been super weird for me recently. They have been so weird for me to a degree that I don't understand them at all. Like, videos of some YouTubers that I'm interested in, I get notifications for them after I've already watched them, but then only days later. Like, literally days later. And for some reason, consistently 3 or 4 days later. Jonas. You gotta tell me, Jonas. I made that one sound pretty English, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be spelled out in German, right? Jonas? I'm gonna call you Jonas now, just for that. Because I feel like I don't get opportunities to shine with my German in general all that much when I stream or record my videos. Gonna appreciate the few opportunities where that is possible. That being said, I haven't been in the Jaguar Temple for a little while. I think the last time was actually on stream. So this is going to be a whole new learning experience all over again. And yeah, how am I? How am I, Bluekio? It's a good question. Overall, I feel pretty good actually, because I have been surprisingly productive over the course of the weekend. I have done... I think between yesterday and today I've done like 13 recordings of different games. There was some Hades, of course, in there. I finished Dreamscaper by now. That recording will take a while to come out, because it was a rough road up until then. Some Curse of the Dead Gods was in there, but only a little bit of that. And I was like, okay, you know, we had such a good thing going on, now we have to stream again, because I feel like... Again, I haven't done that a lot since Thursday, because I was so busy with doing all the recordings and some other stuff. So yeah. The long and short of it is, I'm pretty happy to be back in here with you guys, being able to stream, having you guys watching me and listening to me. It's a good scene to behold. There's a spear for me. It's actually not a bad spear too. You said it correct. It's Jonas, not... It's Jonas. I'm Dutch, which is similar to German. Okay. Jonas. Okay, good. I go with that one. I just realized that I used to know a couple of people who were actually going by that name. But somehow, I don't think I have close contact with any of those guys anymore. I used to play soccer back when I was young for quite a while. And guys, let me tell you, back in the day when I was young and was playing soccer, I was remarkably below average. I was so below average, you would not believe. But we had 2 Jonases in our team back then. I think one of them was actually the keeper. Oh yeah, I remember that guy particularly well, because his mother by some weird coincidence, also ended up being a teacher I had in middle school for a little while for religious education. Funny how small the world can be at times, right? And there was another Jonas. The thing is, my brain is hardwired to German. But every time I am doing basically anything in English, it immediately shifts gear to English. And even things that I'm used to saying in German suddenly come out in English. It's so weird every time that happens. Now imagine if I would speak other languages. Imagine if I could speak, man, I don't know, Japanese, for example. That would make things even more weird. Well, I don't know, maybe a little bit of French. I actually had 1 year of French class at some point in my life. It was terrible. It was terrible, and I was not actually that interested in it. That was a very, very weird part of my life. I think I told that story in the past. I remember that much. I do remember that part. But yeah, overall, quite a bit of stuff I have been doing recently. And I gotta say, I kinda wish I could keep this kind of momentum up a little bit longer. But I know myself. Ooh, get me out! I forgot that can happen. I forgot that can happen. Here's the thing, I know that by the time tomorrow comes around and I have been back at work for a day or two, that momentum will immediately be lost on me one more time. I swear, work has its way of eradicating good habits that you have accumulated over the course of a weekend. It's insane, really. And done. Now, there was a chest. I want to open it. Anything good? Fire claws? Sure. Having a fire shield, we might as well have fire claws and enjoy the good times that come along with that. No. Ooh, bless Perigods. Bless Perigods. I have not forgotten my mega loath for renegades, guys. I will never forget about that. There was no other chest in this room, no. Good stuff. Keep moving. Got one more relic room in here. I'm really liking the streaming you've been doing, even though I can't come and join often. That's cool. Just come around every time it is convenient for you, have some good times, enjoy the company. As long as you're enjoying yourself, that is all that matters, isn't it? Can we get it off? We couldn't. I was hoping we could interrupt him with the third attack in time. But I guess I was wrong about that. Man, it's just, you notice when you haven't been in this place for a little while. We can't open these walls, sadly. You notice when you haven't been in this place for a while, the enemies, they just throw you off constantly because you're just not used to them anymore. There's a bullet coming my way. That almost hit me too. There's a mace. Finishes your critical damage. I might as well. Go to town. Boom. We will need some better weaponry in here as soon as possible. And of course, new relics are also always a blessing to have as well. My man over here summoning goons to help him out, doing his work for him. But that's fine, we dealt with that room accordingly. Now, in here, I see nothing I truly desire. Still not seeing anything I truly desire. Extra to healing effects. That's good enough. That's good enough for me to spend some money on it. I don't know what these rooms are going to be. Let's go for this one. And yeah, guys, you haven't seen all that much from Dreamscaper yet. I think I only have like 2 episodes of that uploaded at this point. 2 or 3. I really, really like this game. I think that game has a bright future ahead of it. And as far as I can tell, everyone who's playing that game is enjoying it a great deal. Which is absolutely understandable to me. I think the most remarkable part about... Actually, I want to keep that shit around, thank you. The most remarkable part about the game is that it's only being developed by 3 people in total. Which is quite remarkable. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Madman! My man! Greetings to you! Madman, tell me, how was your workshop? Oh, no workshop, it was a camp. Hope you had a good old time then and there. Madman, I gotta be honest with you here. Part of the reason why I'm streaming today is because I was hoping you would come around. I was really looking forward to hearing what you have to say about that writer camp you have participated in. Oh, that's actually pretty decent too. That may pay and that may end up paying dividends for us. Let's take it now. It was pretty good, may I say. That's what I like to hear. Tell me, what was on the docket for that one? What exactly did you do over the course of the week? How was that going on? I imagine there's a bit of networking going on, just a lot of writers. Also, the stream is laggy, so seems fine on my end, for the most part. I mean, I always have this streaming window open on my side as well. It looks fine for me. But that doesn't have to mean a thing. Good parry. I want to have the cats out of here first and foremost. Good stuff. There's one down. Good parry there. Okay, Jonas says it's fine for him as well. That's good to hear. Ooh, the parries. Parry and parry for days, my friend. Feel like this boss and we don't get to play all that much these days. So we have to keep him entertained for the while we are in here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and that was all we had, I guess. And again. Wi-Fi acting up again. Yeah, Wi-Fi can be a problem at times. Trust me, I can relate. I actually had that problem on... Well, not with Wi-Fi actually, but I had a little bit of problems throughout the week. On 2 occasions. I was streaming on Thursday. I also think I was streaming on one other day. And there was actually a storm going on in here. In the place I'm living. And that actually led to me... I remember, I finished one stream earlier than usual. Because on the stream before that, where we also had a storm going on, I actually ended up disconnecting. The internet connection just broke down entirely. Which was the first time that ever happened to me during a stream. It was a whole new world, a whole new experience. We got rid of the temple spite in here for sure. Svelf, greetings to you. Good to see that you found your way in here as well. It's pretty decent, but let's wait on that. That one is much, much better. Gives me a lot of damage. Extra damage on swords, of which we don't have one. Less blood offering cost could be good. And extra damage on my secondary weapon. Sure, why not? Alright, keep moving. I think I kind of want to get a new weapon in here, but I'm not that desperate to get a new weapon right now. So I think we can go on a little bit longer like this. Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, I actually took a look at that subreddit. It is a very, very virgin place for the moment. But I believe that in time we will grow that place into a shining, bright and vivid community. Looking forward to the time that will come to fruition. Cannonballs in your face. Don't shoot me. Charge and fire. Yeah, we need more people in general, not only on Reddit, but basically everywhere. But I believe that will happen in time. The last few weeks, they have been rough, in that regard. Not even the last few weeks, actually the last few months have been feeling pretty rough in that regard. Not a lot of growth on the channel, but it was the summer of a certain virus, you know? I think that was a big factor in that regard. But I think as we move closer and closer towards the winter days again, that is when good times will be coming our way again. Ooh. Don't use the torch! Get this guy out. Get this guy out. Get them all out. That's what I'm talking about. There's an relic. Let's check it. It's bad. Leave it. And check these attributes out. This week is something 12 would appreciate. I mean a lot. You have to elaborate on that one. Jonas, do you know when the last time was that I went on vacation? If not, that is fine, because trust me, neither do I. I don't do a lot of vacations. Every now and then I do take some days off work, but those days I then usually dedicate to the channel and or to some other projects I have been going on the side. So I do not rest a lot. I do not rest a lot, and I do not travel a lot either. I need to get out of here. This week was all about genre literature and horror as umbrella term and as a more in genre separation. Okay. I don't think I've ever asked that of you. What is your favorite genre to write in? You just mentioned horror, so the first idea would be it being horror. But that would just be an assumption for which I have no proof. That's hardworking is such a thing. I don't think... I'll be honest, I complain about my job a lot. I don't think I am overworking myself at my job. I really am not overworking myself. It's just... I hate doing it. Everything else I do on my day-to-day basis, I love. I love doing YouTube, I love doing videos. And I love a lot of the stuff I used to do before I started doing my current job. Oh, you were just watching the Dreamscaper video? I'm sorry to have rudely interrupted you in that regard. Also, hello L, good to see you. By that I mean fantasy, sci-fi, and their branding and cross-platform stuff. Okay. Okay, you finish it first. That's nice. That's great. Okay, let me think really quick. If we ignite this one and dodge here, we should be fine. Easy peasy, and there's a chest for us. And this chest contains a dagger that I do not want. Not even a little bit. Whoop! Could have damaged myself then and there. Now, keep moving. Oh, I don't know. I thought he was attacking me. Good parry. Strike him down. And now for you, big boy. Come on. I know that you are not actually a boy, but a lady. But for the moment, let's assume that you're a boy, so I can say, come here, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Offering more blood for all the stats. For the moment, I actually get a discount on the corruption offered for that. And I also have a pretty good time reducing my corruption levels by destroying my opposition. So we might as well leverage those advantages as long as we can. Oh, there's a new shield. I do think I like it better, even though I would miss out on the fire attacks. Let's take it. No summoning for you, my friend. He's gone. Get me out. Thank you. I still don't know what the other currency is for. I asked on the Reddit, not on the Reddit, on the Discord, and apparently nobody knows for sure. So I like classics and genre too. Nowadays, for obvious reasons, mythology stuff. But in a horror standpoint. You know what? I can see that happening. I can see that being a thing. So many things based on mythology are honest to God horrifying. But I feel like that aspect never truly gets explored unless it is all about some kind of weird Egyptian curse mummy story going on. There's a lot of potential there. Oh, there's some Jaguar head traps. Don't like them. But yeah, I think that is a pretty good place to further explore. I was pretty sure there was another enemy up in here. Maybe not. Maybe I've already dealt with it accordingly. Ooh. That could have hit me, but it didn't. Get me out of here. Take the heal out. That hurts, you son of a gun. Okay. I was sure I was not about to be hit there. But apparently I was. But my shield actually blocked that shot off for me. Much appreciated. Restores health for lifting a curse. Not that interested in that, but I'm very interested in this. Yeah, exactly. Exactly about God of War. That is a very, very gruesome game. A very, very bloody game for sure. But it is not exactly horrifying. But just imagine the idea of a Gorgon, honest to God, just slithering around and murdering people by turning them to stone. That is horrifying. The very idea of it is so horrifying. Okay, you ended that guy for me, which I do appreciate. Now for you. I want all these monies. We have so much perception, I just noticed that. Which means that this will be a lot of money. Give it to me, give it to me. Oh, we need to collect it fast. We did it. Oh, we got a lot of money for that. And yes, I wrote there 3,000 character piece about Orpheus and his way out of the underworld, but more from the mental breakdown part of the journey back. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. That sounds like a story could get me on. I mean, he was just walking through the dark, trying his darndest not to fail so he can save his lover. You could absolutely see how that would be mentally taxing on a guy, right? And he was not a hero, you know? He's not one of those uberly praised heroic kind of guys who would do such a thing in a calm moment, you know? That's not what he is all about. Open this up, please. Thank you. That's a great idea, man. Kudos to that. I don't want to get hit by that fireball. I wasn't. It just vanished. It didn't even crash into the wall, it just vanished. Ooh, cats. Don't like cats in this game. They are evil. Evil and malicious and malevolent. Oh, that still hit me! I thought I would get the parry off in time, but I didn't. Damn. HP looking pretty low in here, so we keep on moving. That's a pretty strong keepsake. I think I want that one. It also has a lot of dexterity on it. And we can just afford it with money, because we have been pretty good in that regard. We don't have a sword right now, so we just buy it like this, I would say. As while I was writing it, the Lament of Orpheus was chiming his sad song in my ears. I think that is fitting inspiration for that part. And yes, I know I call the relic a keepsake. I know, just... I know. I do play a lot of games with a lot of different kind of trinkets. At some point, that nomenclature just has to overlap. That hurts. It's bound to happen. Spinning around. We're gonna go on the offensive here. Here goes boom. Good stuff. Ooh! That was bad. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop doing that forever. I haven't fought this guy in such a long time is what it feels. Good stuff. Got him. And he got me. Blocked a split second too early. Let's do this one more time. Alright, let's go. Let's do this again. The Jaguar Temple, it feels so vastly different from the Serpent Temple. Which is, oh, by the way, the temple I will go to now. I actually did not have a Reddit account for the longest time myself. And I did not use Reddit all that much in the first place until I started doing YouTube, surprisingly enough. Well, not that surprisingly enough. It would make sense to do it then and there. But even now, I'm not using it all that much. I do read a lot. I do read quite a bit on Reddit, on different subreddits for different topics. But I do not write that much. Hello there. In my head cannon, I still had a shield equipped. Which is why I shot that guy with my pistol then and there. This is gonna hurt! It did not hurt because we managed to just barely dodge it. Now for you. Man, I can't wait for you guys to see the run I've played for Curse of the Dead Gods today. It is the most hilarious thing you've ever seen. And it ends in a super hilarious way as well. It is such a weird experience to go through, that is for sure. I have Reddit, but I don't use it often. Yeah, it's... Here's the thing, Reddit, as per YouTube, as Instagram, as per many other things, it is one of those platforms that is super easy to overuse, so it is best used in moderation. Oh, there's a cloud standing there. It's gonna burst this bubble, and then he crashed into me, exploding too. Hilarious. Get me out of that, please. It's hilarious that I, as a YouTuber, say to my audience that mediums such as YouTube should be used in moderation. But it's true. It is true. No matter the content you watch... I need you to stop, you guys. No matter the content you watch, no matter how uplifting it is, at some point, it makes sense to stop and do something else. I try to limit my Reddit reading to about the evening hours. Like an hour before I go to sleep. That is when I check in with Reddit. Instagram, I do check every now and then, less because I want to see, I don't know, half-naked fitness models, but mostly because I have some contacts in there with whom I write on occasion. Facebook I barely check, except for some people I do communicate with there. On the same level I do on Instagram. I don't know, man. Social media for me, I really use social media mostly as a means of communicating with people, less about wanting to consume content. Which is probably one of the reasons why I do enjoy streaming so much. It just gives me a nice window of opportunity to have these talks with you. And gone. That guy would have slapped him and me down, and I'm pretty sure that would have not been the best thing to happen to me. Speaking of Instagram, I'm getting emails about Instagram, but I don't remember the password to delete the account. I don't think I get any emails from Instagram. Not that often at the very least. And you know what's funny? The moment I was talking about getting messages from people, I get a message on WhatsApp. I have an idea who it could be. I thought he would be dead before that had. I have an idea who it could be, so that person can wait for a bit. Because I'm in the middle of some calibrations in here. But I'm not only for the dark stuff. One should not dwell too much time in their comfort zone. So I'm co-writing a La Dolce-like piece too. I agree on that comfort zone part. I do agree somewhat fiercely on that. I am usually one of the guys who is like, okay, you know what? This is your comfort zone, and this place out of your comfort zone, that is where the true magical fun stuff happens. But then again, there's outside of the comfort zone and there's outside of the comfort zone. I would say that I'm pretty much outside of my comfort zone every time I'm at work, but I wouldn't say that that is where fun stuff happens. But if you just go and try something new, something that you're not familiar with, that is where true magic can happen. So yeah, explore all those other genres, all those other medias, and let me know how all of that goes down for you. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, in a way, starting YouTube was actually a pretty big step for me out of my comfort zone, so to speak, as well. We could try, well, let's try to make this one work. We haven't had it in a hot while. Let's just become rich. Starting YouTube. I think a lot of people are very excited to do that, to just get started, to just put some content out there. But especially the first upload usually probably is a bit of a test. A test of self-confidence. Are you really going to put this one out in the world? Are people going to like it? What if people are going to hate it? I imagine that a lot of people have this kind of idea. And I think that that kind of excitement is important because, first of all, that kind of excitement tells you that you are doing something that actually matters to you to some degree, that triggers some kind of emotion, some kind of emotional response in you. And that, oh my god, he's down. Those kind of experiences, they will help you understand yourself better for the future in terms of what will I do from here on out? What else can I do from here on out? What else do I want to do from here on out? Do I want to do something completely similar? Do I want to do something vastly different? That is why being outside of your comfort zone is so very important. But yeah, as everything, being outside of the comfort zone should be enjoyed in moderation, is what I would like to say. But don't tell David Noggins I said that. So, next up. What do we get in here? We got a fire bow. That does not get me quite excited. That spear I had on today's run as well. Ended up being quite interesting in more than one way. These weapons do not quite interest me all that much. Oh, yes! How could I not? How could I not take Annihilation, the Bow of Madness? Also wrote a cosmic horror story there too. Had my usual run in the rural region of my town. Ran with one of the girls in the workshop who was running for 5 to 7 years now. Running is a very good exercise to do on a constant basis. Running is something I need to do way more regularly as well. Gold puncture I hate. Oh, gold puncture I hate. Didn't I just pick... I just picked up a relic that rewards me for getting money, and now the game is actively draining the money out of my run. Oh, game! Why do you hate me? Just... game, be cool. Just please. That is the worst sensation of them all. You trying to get something done, and then the game just saying, no, no, no. By the way, the other curse we have always makes those small vermins appear every time we get a kill on something. Which is bad. Oh, it's not good for sure. Boom. Was that all? That was all. Good stuff. Give me that money for we need it. So just imagine a 20-year-old girl running like a pro and running 200 meters on me. Do you intend to keep on running from this day onward? Or was that a quote-unquote one-time thing for, one-time thing for you? Because if you wanna know my peace of mind on that matter, you should absolutely try to make a habit out of that. Running is so good for you. And me, and basically every party involved. There's a mace. Finishes your critical strike damages. Sure. Sure, I guess. Like, she's doing it for a long time. I am 32, not wheezing like rubber duck now, but still just running for a year. Naturally, she will be the better. In what way were you running? Was it basically just quote-unquote marathoning or actual sprinting exercises? Because I think there's a lot to say about both. Although I gotta say, personally, I'm much more about sprinting exercises. Because I don't actually have enough patience to do a lot of endurance running. I am just not patient enough for that. I know myself well enough to recognize that as a fact. Zeta! Good to see you. Zeta, Zeta, Zeta. How have you been? I don't think we have been doing a lot of chatting this week. A few lines here and there, so... How are things on your end? You're more for the endurance running. That makes you a much more patient man than myself. Which is a good thing. By the way, I probably said it before, but I need to say it again. I love this exploding bow. This exploding bow gives me life. Thanks for the chest. Please be good. Our attack steal less corruption. Sure. I did not want to use my charge attack like that. Didn't even see your attacking prompt on that one. That should take care of almost all of them. Yes. And there is our reward. Stat increases. I want them all. I want them all. I want them all. Also, I've been trolled horribly in Brave Souls. I had to change my luck by using BBS stickers. Here's the thing. Every time I see you guys say BBS, I think of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Every time. Every time. Corruption now passively increases over time. That's not bad. It's not good either, but mostly it's not bad. Give me the money, for I need it. Also, we need to keep moving in here. Fast and furiously so. Hello, I see you, baby. Big boy in the back. I think we got one. And I think we got another one. Some small maggots. There's one more. Damn, couldn't get out of that. That is a problem. There's more. We only have a little bit of a greed combo going on in here, but we might as well extend it as long as we can. Done. Give me the money, give me the rewards. My HP is not looking too good, is it? But we keep on moving. Jump and jump. Sometimes all of these tracks does not trigger. It always tricks me out. I'm very happy that it did trigger then and there. One down. He approached me. He feels sorry for what he did then and there now, I'm sure. Good. The vermins, I feel like I have gotten used to them being in here now. But I still want to get rid of the curse that just sucks the money out of my run, because that is damage that I lose. Ooh, tempting. Actually kinda tempting. Actually kinda tempting. Do we take that? We already take a lot of damage. You know what? Screw it. Screw that, we do it. We live dangerous in here. Fourth curse in here, why not? Didn't even fight the first boss, why not? We're gonna lose one of our curses in a moment now, so that's fine. Always assuming that we do defeat this boss, that is. Which we should. Get me out of this place. Be safe here. Shoot to kill. Good stuff. We're actually doing pretty decent damage to her. I was actually being afraid for a moment there about maybe one of those skulls dropping in place in front of one of my arrows. Very happy that did not happen. Get me out. Good stuff. Yeah, the damage is actually pretty decent, and the distance we can keep from her is super helpful as well. Damn! That was bad. But now we can finish her off. So his Writer's Workshop creative writing would be awesome for 12 Bloodstock. He's always talking lore-heavy stuff with the horsemen and all. This could help him just write those even better. Honestly God, I just want him to start writing just so that he can get it done. I just want to see him actually do it. I feel like that is a story that needs to be put on paper. That one's actually pretty cool. Take it. We will not take this spear. Okay, we're actually gonna take this sword instead because it's so much better on quite a few levels. Then we keep moving. The star of this show is still the bow, by the way. Of course it is. There's a relic, let's check it out. No, 12. You need to start writing first. You need to start writing first. You need to start writing something amazing and inspirational. Something that gives the guy you ask to do the art for you something truly outstanding, inspirational. Just blow that guy's mind. Absolutely blow that guy's mind with amazing writing, the likes he has never seen before. And then you'll get much better covers. Of that I am certain. Oh, is that right? I never noticed that. So if you end up killing a champion level enemy, he is also dropping a champion level maggot behind. That is a problem. I can't even light this up. Damn me. I wanted to, but I can't. Because I don't have fire on my torch. Got that parry. Small maggots needing to be taken out. Done. Oh, that's pretty decent, surprisingly enough. I want this. I want this in my life. Yes. Extra dexterity for free, and that tankiness effect may end up being useful later down the line. The cover image would be the last. Oh, I guess everyone was talking about that. I had to mute the stream for a second. Yeah, I was just mentioning that. Definitely get the writing done first. Well, not get it done, you know, just get it started first. That's the most important thing, I would say. There's a lot of maggots spawning in. Got that guy. He tried to cast all over me. I am not having that. Oh no, there's a trap. Could have ended in disaster. And there's one more. And he's gone. Good, we're still alive. Barely so, but we're still alive. And there's my reward. Consume to restore a lot of my HP upon dying. I kinda want to, but I also kinda don't. So we don't. No point in spiking my corruption levels unnecessarily. Just gonna walk in here. I would say do in like Google Docs or your writing software of your choice before posting it. I mean, yeah, just start writing. Wherever you do it, that's up to you. But just get started writing in the first place is my first impulse. And if you feel like you got something going on, if you feel like you maybe just let some people you trust read over it, see if there's something exciting going on. And if you got that done, what I would do is probably... I think I would put that out in block form, actually. It does surprise me a little bit, but apparently blocks are still being used, are still popular. And if you write a good story in block form, a story that is your story, yours alone, that can't be copied, there's bound to be some people that will read it, right? That is my idea, that's how I would do it, but there's probably better or different ways to handle that stuff, I don't know. But you know who does know that? There's probably some kind of writer's Reddit where you could ask questions like that. I would definitely frequent one place like that at least once, just to know how others feel about that. Good stuff. And we are done in here as well. Hello? Right now this feels like a run against the corruption, which we have stacked way too high early on. Oh man, I'm so sick of these maggots. You would not believe. You would not believe how sick I am of all of them. Damage taken we receive as money. I take it. And I do take this money as well, because we need it. Money equals power for us after all. And over here we see enemies, of course. Actually able to two-shot these jokers now. Not the big guys, of course, but the small ones. That hurt me. He came closer. He came way too close for comfort there. Pretty bad, but we're still going. Oh, hello. Parry for days. We're getting 2 rewards, and that's not what I want. That is also not what I want, so we leave them all behind. Now, there's nothing to see here, but there's something to fight over here for sure. Isn't there? Yeah, I knew it. At least it took care of him pretty fast and furiously. He's gonna blow. He tried so hard. Didn't get far enough. No more worms, please. No more enemies for me to fend down. And of course there's more worms. I don't have time for worms. I just don't have time. Oh, of course, forgot that. Forgot about it. Got him. There is a shield. We take that shield. We still had our base pistol there, which is kind of insane. And we keep on moving, keep on going. After the stream you get started, so that's good to hear. That is great to hear. Looking forward to your efforts. Try not to spoil us too much though. I want to see where all of that is gonna go. Damn. Damn, that's bad. Get that wormy out. Parries for days. Done. Oh, of course, there's one more wormling. Now we're done. Money is coming along pretty nicely over time in here. Good stuff. Got the first one out. He missed. Missed again. Easy. A fire pistol. That's a no. That is a no indeed. Some enemies. Be careful of the poison trap there. Ooh, you. Boom. Good stuff. Yep, full corruption. Apparently we went super hard on that stuff and I was not even fully conscious of the fact that exploded on me. Good stuff. We're almost dead. Didn't even see the final boss yet. Ooh, yes, we are not going to make it, are we? Consistency is key. Collect your written stuff from the chat, look for little inconsistencies and just comp them together. Yeah, copyright. I imagine that being a problem as well. But I think he can get past all that by just being cautious. No! Basically, all we need to do to succeed in life now is to never get hit. He said as he dodges some pretty hard to dodge abilities. Being thrown out by enemies! I'm done! I'm not done! I'm almost done. I am not done yet. Okay, even more damage for the gold I hold. It's not gonna be that much in the first place, sadly. But we might as well still take it, I guess. It's like 10% extra damage, you know. It's to have it or to not have it. Okay. Interrupted him out of that move. No way! I would have hated it if you would have hit me with that. Would have hated that. Got him. Is there a chest over here? There's no chest over here. Keep moving. Guys, we're at 1 HP. One hit, one touch, and it all goes down. Okay, I see you. Gonna shoot you down from a safe distance. Easy peasy. He be coming running at me. Good parry. Giving me back my stamina. Yeah, walk into that poisonous guy exploding. Come a bit closer. That was close enough, I would say. Oh, this bow. This bow is the only thing giving me hope in life right now. What is this? Crit damage. I want that crit damage, but I also can't afford to let go of this much money. I think it's still gonna be better. So I should. What am I going to give up for that though? This one. Let's do it. Do you think a strong beast is enough to kill me right now? Yes. Yes, it absolutely is, my dear. It absolutely would be. I'm going to run through this room because I don't have to do any fighting in here. Yes. One breeze. One way look. One step into that poisonous cloud. And it's all over. One step into that poisonous cloud and it's all over. One weird look at the boss. One weird look from the boss and it is all over. Guys, this is all over. We are not going to make it, are we? We are not going to make it. Good parry! It was the good parry. Now he's gonna go crazy. Good parries, good parries. Good parries for days. Get me out. Dodge. Parry. Oh! I was too slow for that last one. We almost had him down too. We almost had him down too. We got him to halfway through. It was a good show. Oh, let's play some Dreamscaper. I was looking forward to that game as well. Yeah, we're doing fine there. We're doing fine there, and we had a little bit of damage going on there. Alright, let's go for some Dreamscaper. Guys, I don't know if all of you guys have been seeing my Dreamscaper videos recently. I know L has seen them. I've been having a good experience with that game, and I can wholeheartedly... without a doubt in my mind, suggest to you, recommend to you, that was the word I was looking for, recommend that you get the game, because it is a lot of fun. How much episodes you recorded before we see the new stuff here? I'm not sure how you mean that question. I don't know. I don't think I understand that question. Also, by the way, where's my controller? There it is. Streamlabs, can you find the game, please? Can you find it? I see the game on my Streamlabs. Why do I not see it in my streaming panel? Hang on. That looks better. There we go. I always get weirded out when I don't see it for myself. So, we're just gonna go into the game. Not going to do any relationship-related stuff. I'm saving that for the video so that nobody gets spoiled. How many episodes we recorded after today's episode? Let me double check that really quick. I think... What episode was up today? Hang on, I need to double check that in a moment. I think it was like... I can't check it now because my panel is behind the window. I think it should be around 7 episodes. I think I have 7 episodes after the one you've already watched. Yeah, it should be around right. Some of them were hilarious. Some of them are honest to God hilarious. Like one video, I was actually walking into... I'm not going to spoil it. You have to see that for yourself once it comes up. But yeah, let it be said that I had some honest to God great times playing that game. So fair stuff, but again, have no story in the gameplay. Yeah, it is. In this update, in this stream, I'm not going to do any story stuff. That one I will save for the videos. Just going straight for the gameplay. And I'm supposed to block stuff in here. There's one. Let me do it again. Got it. But yeah, I got some honest to God hilarious runs coming up. That's right, my weapon is a JoJo. It is Cass Bizarre JoJo Adventure. Teledash with a shadow chance? Sure, why not? Teledash is not so bad. And we actually have quite a few amounts of sands going on in here, so we can spend them in the shop. But first of all, we'll go in here. I don't understand the joke. It's a JoJo reference. It's called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's what the show is called. But I turned it into Cass Bizarre JoJo Adventure because, you know, it's a JoJo that we use as a weapon. It's a JoJo. I hope someone found that funny. I hope someone did. I'm probably the only idiot who tries to hint at stuff with the character's birth date. I don't know. I feel like I actually see a lot of people doing that here and there in some convoluted ways. Optic Seer, take that too. Clacker Volley. That's also a good JoJo reference. Good point. But then again, it was actually Clackers, not JoJo's. Skip this, grab... That's actually pretty nice. Let's leave that one behind for a moment. Maybe we'll see more bombs and more keys that we can double them. We say yo-yo. Yo-yo is how we say it. I don't actually know how English-speaking people say it. But I just called it JoJo because it was hilarious to me. Ice Spike, a new shield, and... Let's actually take this one. Just so that we have 2 abilities. I actually don't know how you call a yo-yo in the English language. I'm just assuming that it is still spelled like that, or at least similarly to that. But I don't know how you would spell it out. On that front I would be pretty unsure. Okay, we actually should take it up now. I do call the same way you said. Yo-yo, okay. It's good to know. Now let's grab this, double our keys and bombs. Then we go to the shop and also into those closed off rooms to see what we can get there. I don't know, is the English language actually that consistent in how you spell out Y's and J's? I never consciously thought about that. Projectile damage received. Non-projectile damage received. That one I had on one episode. I don't know if that is already up, but it was bad, so we leave it behind. I actually would have to double check that myself. Because I'm honestly God not sure about that JY thing. About the JY controversy. Which is not actually a controversy. Disables dodging, that's a no. Terror Surge is a slightly better weapon, so we take it. Now we are Earthbenders in here. Feels good. That's why I got surprised with like calling Jargon. I'm not, now you got me confused. The way you said it first with the J at the beginning, that kind of makes it sound like the German word jagen, which means to hunt. But the second one with the Y, that sounds like something Japanese is what I would say. And that I can't put my fingers on. Now we got a new ability in here, now we just make knives rain down on our enemies. Knives out. I think I had knives in the episode I uploaded today as well, didn't I? It's low-key one of my favorite abilities in the game. Now, keep moving. Jagen. Hey, you just notice I'm just spelling both. I'm spelling both of them out the same way. I think the problems start there. Those sound like good character names. Hang on. Okay, first of all, you are not supposed to attack me like that. Second of all, the main character from Attack on Titan, he's actually called Eren Jäger. And Jäger is the German word for the hunter. So yeah, that is already seeing use, at least to some capacity somewhere. Man, German language is used in quite a lot of pop culture these days. It's kind of funny. Maybe I should have given my YouTube channel a German name back in the day. Back in the day when it all started. There. And in here we got a finger gun. I do like a finger gun. I do like a finger gun for some occasions. Just earthbending these guys down. Oh, you look kind of frozen, don't you? He's throwing down shockwaves into my general direction and I hate it. Come on, attack him. Good stuff. Blades out. And he goes down. Man, I love these throw knives. They're so good. They're such a nice and convenient ability to use for almost all situations. Megaton Stingers, those would be yo-yos again, and the melee class. For a lot of melee damage. I think I'd actually take that. Maybe we can actually engineer a pretty strong melee-oriented run in here. I would certainly like the ability to do that. Come on, take him down. Throw him out, knives out. Oh, you over here! Thought you could just throw some spears at me. I ain't having that. Okay, he's running. He's gonna do it again, and I parried him. Parries in this game are so satisfying. You parry a projectile, there's a good chance that the one who threw it out on you in the first place is going to die immediately. And I love that. Make him taste their own medicine. Now, more items. There's a new sword. It's a pretty powerful one too. Front flip, a new barrier that I don't really like all that much. We take the sword. It's a huge improvement. Okay, now I have to go for a minute. Do it. We will be here for you in a minute. Now we honestly got to have Cloud Stripe's Buster Sword in here, and I like it. It's a pretty convenient sword. Feels pretty meaty. And now these jokers. Boom. for you. 2 strikes was all it took. Yeah, we're already pretty strong. Let's hope that we can keep this kind of momentum on for as long as we can. Throw some knives out. That enough? That enough. Didn't take a single scratch of damage. We get a second pair of blades. Let's go. I think I said it before. I'm saying it again. I love that ability. It is so good. So strong. So easy to use. And will just allow us to basically start a room by just CCing everyone. By just stun-locking everyone. Well, almost. Now we are able to throw 2 of those at once. They attacked me a little bit there, but not too much. And Yo-Yo is more a ninja weapon than a huge shuriken. Hang on. Speaking of Yo-Yos again, I do tend to like characters using Bridget in Guilty Gear, or however his name is spelled, because I forgot. I don't know all that much about that. Ooh, the Grasp of Shadow is also pretty nice, but we don't really need it. What is this? Treasure map? Sure. And a key we might as well take with us. I actually did not read what the treasure map does first. Let me double check really quick. Reveals the layout of your dreams. Okay. It's not that exciting. But it could be useful for some purposes. He sliced me. Spear heroes are the worst, man, let me tell you. Okay, there's another key. I think we will not need a lot of keys for the rest of the run. Those 3 keys will last us for a little while. Now, let's check here. Upheaval. No, we don't need it. It's a good ability, but we are already set in that regard for quite a while. Now, in here. One of them is running at me, and I hate it. Knives out again. Get the ranged guys out first. They're still running at me. Good. Be safe. Knives out once more. Knives out again. And these guys need to be very, very careful because they hit hard. And they never stop moving. Unless they do. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of extra HP. We won't be needing those because there's 3 HP waiting for me over here. Luckily I made character sheets for each of the horsemen. Yeah, man, you sound pretty well prepared. Get to writing, Swerve. I was about to be like the mean editor kind of guy. The mean publisher kind of guy who is like, I want to see the first chapter of this stuff on my table next week. I was about to become that guy. Maybe I should become that guy. I think I could fulfill that role pretty nicely. If I really put my head into it. I can be a big jerk if I want to be. Alright, let's go into this direction first. Defeat all enemies before my time runs out. Sounds like a job for Daddy DeGrand. More knives. More knives. And almost done. That hurts. These spear throwers are always one of my least favorite enemies in the game. God, I really took quite a bit of damage for that. Biting dagger. That is a bit better than what we have right now, but not that much better. I can't understand how you can let stuff behind. I would probably let the whole map being green. There's 2 reasons for that, L. First of all, I try to be the kind of guy who does not sweat details too much. First of all. I feel like that happens to me in quite a lot of games, and that just ends up taking up a lot of time in the process. And I feel like I need to be even more conscious about that when I do provide content for other guys, because there is some satisfying facts to min-maxing, but not everybody feels like that. Some people just want to see all the action happening at once, which is sometimes me trying not to get too hung up on those things. So when I leave stuff behind like that, that is, at times, me actually making an honest-to-God conscious effort to do so. Which is kind of hard to believe at some point, but trust me, that is really, really so. It is also a bit of time management. I feel like you notice that the most on my The Binding of Isaac episodes. I feel like they always get super, super lengthy for quite a few reasons. Ooh, safety boots, I take those. Because I like to go to every room, I want to leverage every advantage, and I really, really do like to do that. But it takes up so much time. It takes up so much time, it's insane. Didn't even need to pick up those projectiles. Oh, look at you, talking about OCD. I don't even know what OCD means. Now, take all of these small jokers out. It's one down. Can't parry that, sadly. But I can put you down into the ground. That's what I can do. There's also a lot of droplets that you can't just always pick up. Like projectiles, for example. They always lay on the ground unless you actually have space for them. Which at most times I don't. So that is just not a room cam. Let's progress further into this direction. Knives out on all of you jokers. Stomped him. And now for you, sword hero. Boom, baby. But yeah, I feel like that's actually a big part of it. I feel like... I mean, if you just look at me making videos, for example. Imagine me spending 1 hour to make a Binding of Isaac episode that I just play as I usually would. Trying to get everything, try to leverage every advantage I can get. Such an episode can easily take up an hour or so. Easily so. In that same hour, I could also do 1 to 2 Hades recordings. Like these days, especially with most of the story being done, I can easily get 2 Hades episodes in about, not in exactly, but in about 1 hour in. Which is pretty good timing overall. Absolutely so. This one's also not gonna be a bomb, which means in these 2 are, which means this one is not. We're done. So just from an economic point of view, not playing the Binding of Isaac, or at least not playing the Binding of Isaac in a way that takes up that much time, makes sense, because that way I can get 2 videos out for you guys, instead of just 1. Of course, that logic does not always apply, because... Oh, you actually still got 1 attack off? Because the same would be true for some other games. For example, this game, Dreamscaper, from what I can tell, a full run takes me about 50 to 60 minutes as well. So again, this would be another factor for inefficiency. But I don't care in this regard, because I just really like playing this game. So there's some middle grounds you have to find. And that is me making an honest-to-God effort about not trying to be too hard focused about picking up everything everywhere. Just so that stuff doesn't end up getting way too long. Because I know myself, if I'm being left unchecked in that regard, basically everything I can do can take forever. Now, keep moving. Poison damage, a new shield, and I think I should take the new shield in here. Or, no, I take the poison damage. So that 3 set, the maximum of bombs would be 3. If we get along to a new minesweeping game, I will explain it to you. It is really simple. Once you have understood it once, you will never forget how it works. There's a lot of these jokers over around here. I can't get out of this corner. Lasers, I hate them. Knives out again. And they're all gone. Yeah, the thing about Minesweeper is the game does not explain to you how it is supposed to be played. It does not do that at all. Masher, Icy Spike, and the Ground Search. Now we just take this passive item over here and be on our way. Minesweeper does a terribly bad job at not telling you how it's supposed to be played. I remember when I did not know that this game in here would also be Minesweeper. I had a general idea of what was asked of me, but I failed to see the underlying thing that was being asked of me. Now, what do we get in here? Oh, Run Speed is actually kind of cool. I've heard an indie game that made the gameplay be Minesweeper. I mean, that would not surprise me. These days, there's a lot of rehashed content basically everywhere you look. So, the WhatsApp message I was talking about earlier. In between loading screens, I actually checked it. And my hunch was right. It was a girl I talked to on occasion. And she was wondering what she was supposed to eat today. I was giving her the only reasonable answer I could give her at the time. That was eat eggs, because eggs are amazing. And she responded something absolutely remarkably hideous in my book. She said no. How can you say no to eggs? Eggs are delicious. So healthy. Guys, can you guess how many eggs I have eaten today? Can you guess how many I've eaten today? Oh, there's a bigger parry window. Of course I take that one. Eggs. The oval thingies laid down by birds that you can eat. Yeah, eggs, exactly. Never give eggs the eggs. Now, let's see. Okay, 12 says I have eaten 4. Anybody else want to guess? That's true, they are very, very similar. Like 4 for 4. Okay, I hear 4x, I hear 20x, I hear all of them. Bluka is actually kinda on the money. I ate all the eggs I had in my house today. That is of course not an exact number, but he at least has the right idea. Fire-storming projectiles, but we can't afford that yet, sadly. Katana, Cold Snap is tempting. And a Firebird is also very tempting. So many good stuff in here. Okay, 12 says 7x. Okay guys, I'm going to tell you how many eggs I've eaten today. I'm going to solve the riddle. I ate 11 eggs. I had to double check really quick for a moment because I was not sure if it was 11 or 12 eggs, but I ate 11 eggs. Also, welcome back, Madman. Good to see you finding your way back in here. 7-11, not quite. It would have been hilarious if I would have actually eaten 12 eggs. Because then I could have said that I ate 12. Talk about innuendo in here. Drink this up. We are done. Can get rid of this one. Destroyed. Destroyed. Thank you. I actually was planning to eat only like 10ish or so. But then only one egg was left missing. I was like, okay, you know, we have gotten this far. Now we might as well go all the way. 11 in German is elf. Not to be confused with actual fantasy elves. Man, languages can be so confusing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly like that. Where do I put this one? Like this, I guess? Yes. Sadly no minesweeping game, but that may still come around later down the line. And yes, 12, you heard that correctly. There's a new broadsword, we take it up because it's strong. As in elf, yes, as in pointy ear fantasy guy. It's as I say, man, languages can be super confusing if they want to be. Don't freeze me. Don't freeze me now. I'm having such a good time. There's a lot of projectors flying around. Going to add a few more to that. I'm not supposed to take any damage in here, so I would like to fulfill that condition. More. Finger gun. Finger gun. Attack, attack, done. Give me my reward. Something with Elf and 12. I think his idea is going more towards the idea of creating an elf character that is called Elf. Or maybe even 11, who knows? I mean, if you look at the number 11 and the way it is spelled in English, it kinda does sound like Elven as well. 11, Elven? It is there. It is there for sure. At least as far as I'm concerned. Now we got a nice amount of sand in here, but there's still more sand for us to be earned. That's good. I like making people think. I hear you. Come on. There's a parry I wanted to see in the world. Now we're gonna ignore the big guy in the back. Take care of this one in the back first. Boom. Slice this guy up before he starts buffing, and now we're done. Actually use some projectiles in here. Oh no, that hurts. That hurts! I want you to stop. More knives. More knives, he's done. Finally. There's a character in anime named Elf Yamashita, I believe. I don't know. Never heard that name before. That I am pretty sure. But that is to say that I don't know all manga and anime in the world. There's a good chance that I don't. Although after a while it does feel like once you have read one, you know them all. There's not a lot of manga and anime where I feel like, okay, this has given me something that I haven't already received from other manga anime before. Like Rising of the Shield Hero, I think it was actually one of the first animes I've seen where the protagonist gets royal screwed right from the beginning. But then you look more into the whole isekai subgenre and you see that trope being explored everywhere. It's super overused. And you're like, okay, I've seen it once. I've seen enough of it. Damn. More knives. I would like to get stronger knives in here because it is such a good ability to use. That could have hit me. Okay, I'll keep Jagen and Elf as name ideas for the future. Do that. Oh, Madman, now you actually made me realize that I have a question. You as a writer, what is your opinion on You would think that with this teleporting dash I would actually be able to get through enemies. I can't. What is your opinion on authors self-inserting themselves into their story? Should they do it, yes or no? And if so, what kind of role should they be playing? That is a question that I would love to hear your response to. I just saw a bomb flying my way, and there was a bomb! Damn. Hate it. Get out. Good. Like, I know that, I think it was Alfred Hitchcock who always appears as a super minor role in all of his movies, like just walking by a place, for example. He always did that in some way, shape, or form. Which is cool. I think that is probably the best way to do it. There's a new weapon. It's a bit better than what we have, so we take it. Yeah, of course. Stanley is a league of his own when it comes to those kind of cameos. But especially in a written story, especially in a long-term written story, right? What would be the best way to handle that? And we are close to losing. I am losing. I'm not quite done yet. I am very, very close to being done, though. Knives out. More knives out. And him. Got him. Just barely. Guys, I can hardly see my HP bar anymore. Okay, we can actually step into the red stuff because we have an item that allows us to do so. Which is good. Well, it has its merits. You have to do it in a smart way. I mean, there's... Okay, let's start with the obvious one. I am pretty sure you are not supposed to turn yourself into an overpowered character and the main character of the series, because that would just be cheap. At least that's my opinion on the matter. I feel like that would just be cheap all across the board. I wouldn't enjoy doing that myself, and I don't think I would enjoy that all that much either. And I would even go even further. I would say that if you... Hello. He tried to knock me down immediately, and I hate that. Get out. I would take it even further and would say that I think you should never even be a main role in your old story. There may be exceptions to the rule, but I would say that in about 80 to 85% of all cases, that is not what you should be doing. Damn. Stepped into that, it did a little bit of damage, but not too much. I don't want to get too close to you, jokers. Good stuff. Oh, that's nice. That's very, very nice, actually. That is actually pretty convenient. There's an item lying over here. Which one item have I left behind here? Oh yeah, the kunai. Recycle them. No, I don't think we have any money left to spend in here, but let me double check. So you don't like Luke Skywalker? Is Luke Skywalker actually a self-insert for... What's his name? George Lucas? I mean, yeah, okay, I guess the name kinda implies that being the case. If you'd look at it like that. With that being said, yes, I don't like Luke Skywalker. I do like... That is actually a pretty interesting opinion that maybe not everyone will share. I do like Luke Skywalker in the new trilogy. I never liked him at all in the prequel trilogy. Not in the prequel, in the main trilogy. I don't know, Luke Skywalker was never a character that truly resonated with me. I never could feel like I ever cared too much about anything going on with his character. But yeah, his new incarnation, it's pretty cool. Destroyed him. Destroyed him. Knives out. Is that gonna be enough? Yes. Okay, because the OP is only an option if you are the narrator. Because the narrator is the most OP thing as a piece. He knows everything, and in a way the narrator can change the reality of the piece. That's... I guess that's one way to handle it. I can see that being a thing. But for that, of course, your story needs to support a certain type of narration. If the for example, if the narrator just happens to also be the main character, you know, then that... You did not just fire a huge laser on me. Flat on your ass. If your narrator also just happens to also be the main character, that will be a problem in that regard. But even then and there are ways to make that one work. For example, How I Met Your Mother actually made that one work pretty nicely. Extra critical strike damage and the Mallory. We take the Mallory because it is a much better weapon. I think that attack was pretty good. Regular combo. It's weird. Okay, maybe I'll have to think about that. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable thing to think about. I would definitely agree on that. Now, the pinball. Projectiles ricochet, we take that. That should end up being useful. Now, the cool thing about the map, looking at the map, you know that at almost any case, dead ends lead to some kind of room. Shops, item rooms, and the likes. So, thanks to us having that map, we now know where all the big rooms are. Oh, the ricochet is actually kind of amazing. Which kind of makes us able to go to all the big rooms first. Okay, you just missed me. That seems pretty nice. That does seem pretty nice. Hang on, because the narrative, like Luke Skywalker was the hero. By that I mean the folklore-like hero. I feel like I missed a small part of that. I have to read up in chat in a moment. That could have fit me, but it didn't. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! There's way too much stuff going on. A lot of projectiles. Okay, we got that guy out. Spiel looking dire. Decent. Very decent. Ah, oh, thanks for the red potion. I needed that. Question. How long should the prologue be? I mean, do you really need a prologue in the first place? Let's start with that question. That hit me! I think it did. Finger gun is doing God's work here for me. Flat on your butt. We can't use the melee abilities. So we just have to take him down with our knife, slowly but steadily. There's one down. Put down a bomb here. Come on. Go down! You're not invincible. Thank you. And we get extra run speed. We're actually pretty fast now. Which is very nice. She was ready to finish the story. It was a dream all along. Yeah. I agree with that one. Some stories can pull it off, but that is a very small subset. Now, let's see. We got the opportunity to buy something in here. Free burning damage. Kinda cool. A new breaker. Oh, I like this deflector. That parry window is so good. That parry window increase is so good to use. Let's go in here. Like, I know for a fact, if I were to write myself into a story, I would be super tempted to make myself... I should be able to block that. Okay, he was not even trying to attack me there. That works. Keep walking. Keep throwing out knives. We actually don't have any projectiles left anymore, so we can't even throw them out. Get out. Got him. That worked. Didn't even need to dodge in here. That looks like an optic sear. No, it's thundering launch. That's not that good. Sadly. I want to recycle it. It would put us a bit too much into danger. Yeah, but here's the difference, Al. This game, it says from the very beginning that it's all a dream. Right? So it is not going to be played as a plot twist. Okay, now we got a Minesweeper game. So, Al, every blue dot, this blue dot over here, means that around this tile, around this spot I'm standing on, there is one single bomb. This 1 point means that either this place, this place, this place, this place, or this place has a bomb. This one has 3 blips on it, so that means that either of these spaces does have a bomb. If a space has blue dots on it, that means that this space will not have a bomb on it. And if a space does not have any blips on it, that means that it doesn't have a bomb and that there's also no bombs around it. So you see these spaces, they are blacked out, so I can just go check these off without any ill effect. Easy peasy. Now we see that around this blip over here, there are 2 bombs, but there's only 3 possibilities. This one, and this one. We know for a fact that only one of these 2 bombs over here can be a bomb, because this one implies that only one of them is. Which means that this one is guaranteed to be a bomb, which means that this one is not going to be a bomb, because again, this one implies that only one around it is going to be a bomb. Now we know for a fact that this one is going to be a bomb, because this one implies that only one of them is a bomb. So out of these 3 options, this one has to be a bomb, which means that this one is not. Which means that this one is a bomb again. It's easy. Once you understand it, it's super easy, barely an inconvenience. Now, we know that 3 around you are bombs, which means that these 2 and the one up in here are, which means that this one can be. And we are done. Once you understand it, and once you have done it 1, 2, or 3,000 times, you got that down. Alright, let's be safe here. Take all of these jokers out. He's gonna attack me, or not. Oh, you got me. You got me, babe. Hit me with the tip of that, I can't believe it. Knives out, knives out. Scythe in your face. Gotta say that scythe throw is pretty satisfying to use. Stuns the enemy is pretty nice and long. And we also found the boss fight. Before we go there, I wanna go down there too. Scott, greetings to you. And yeah, this game has Minesweeper now. This game has Minesweeper now, and it's crazy. But yeah, why not? Take them all out. There's still some left in the back. No more! You're gonna fall. There we go. I think this can be a prologue. Oh, prologue idea. Protagonist fights Master, who betrayed everyone. Exchanges attacks that permanently scar them. Protagonist on the brink of death. Eric's in the future with no memory. I don't know how I feel about the part where he doesn't have any memory. I don't know. I feel... Okay, Batman, I have you double check on me with that again. I feel, and that is my personal opinion, I feel like memory loss is being played too often as a poor excuse for a lack of character development. Or rather, I actually need to rephrase it, hang on. I need to rephrase it in a way that makes more sense the way I mean it. So assume you have a character for whom you don't know how to properly develop his character. So you decide to not do that and instead make that character forget his character. So you can just have his character development be him finding his character. And I feel like that can be a bit of a problem. Be safe here. Is he gonna jump? He's not. That other guy did jump though. Parry. Take this Joker out. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, first of all, it makes things a bit too simple. But I also think that it is a bit complicated. And depending on the setting, it doesn't make a lot of sense. There are some stories that do play around with that idea pretty nicely. It has its place, but it has to be built up better. Yeah, I think that's a good point. It being built up. That is something that needs to be done. It should not just be the or a premise in most cases. Again, not a rule, just my overall opinion on that matter. But that is just a finding I personally had in that regard. Oh man, I hate shield wheelers so much. Got him. Okay, free stuff. And we got another free key in here. It's hilarious. Memory loss is good for the character. Ask questions that the reader would ask about the world, for me at least. Yeah! That is also a good point. But that's... I don't know, man. I feel like those are easy ways out. Cheap ways out to do something that you should find better ways to do. You know what I mean? Those are things that everybody does in order to bring their stories to life in one way, shape, or form. No, let's double check. That lighter could be cute, but I don't think we really need it. We don't need a new weapon. I think I'm just going to buy the HP, actually. Just to keep us safe for a bit longer. Then we go fight. Marilo, Isekai. That is a... Being Isekai is its whole own thing. Let's put that entirely to the side. Ooh. Tried to take a mean swing on me there, didn't you? There was a huge laser being thrown at me. Good parry. Just used the whirl there for a moment. To keep me safe from prying eyes. Don't use earthbending against me. Don't throw bombs at me either. Where's the spellcast? He needs to go. He's still alive. Don't throw bombs at me. Don't try to knock me down. Get me out. That could have fit me. Good. We got one of them out, I think. I hope. Good. Only you and me, big boy. Only you and me. He's gonna use his earthbending skill again. He's down. Blessed. Extra attack speed is gonna be nice-ish. Not necessarily, but yeah, the what happened to me narrative is used incorrectly many times. Characters should have history, memory loss allows them to be a blank slate like the Vera. Another thing I personally mega loathe that we haven't talked about is... I don't know how to explain it. I hate being in the head of the main protagonist too much. I don't want to be part of each and every one of his thought processes all the time. I feel like that actually takes away a bit of my experience of a viewer. And it's even worse when you, son of a gun, jumped on me. I can't even get out because I'm stuck. I was stuck there because of that box. It's even worse when said main character, whom's thought we always get aware of, is narrating events that has happened to him hundreds of years in the past, basically. Okay, I need all of you jokers to stop throwing bombs at me. Forever. Forever! There was one more. Get this joker out. I think I missed you. Now, next up. Here's something I don't think we have talked about all too much about. One of my favorite RPGs, if not one of my favorite games of all times. I just realized that, but let's actually delve into that. One of my favorite RPGs of all times is Star Ocean: The Second Story. It's a very, very old, it's still the PS1 era of gaming. And it was an isekai before I was even aware of it being an isekai. But that game did a lot of very, very cool things right in ways that were way ahead of its time back in the day. To bring some plot points in, it was... You had two main characters in that game. You could choose which one you wanted to play at the beginning. One of them was basically a sci-fi character being isekai'd into a fantasy world. And the other one was a girl living in said fantasy world. And it was pretty cool because, especially when you were playing as the girl, you would never quite understand what was going on with the isekai boy. But you would still get a great experience out of the story. And in time, everything would be revealed to you, everything would be served to you in a way that makes sense. And at the end of the day, your whole party, towards the latter half of the game, your whole party is getting isekai'd into yet another world again. Which is just, you don't see stuff like that all that often. And there was a lot of fun character interactions, a lot of fun story progressions. I had no idea what that circle beneath me was. And it was great. The character building, the character development, and the storytelling in that game, as well as the gameplay and the story overall, were great. And then I looked at the most recent addition to that overarching universe. I think it is called... I don't even know what the game is called. I don't play it myself. But I wanted to see at least a story for that. And the story started basically with the main character narrating in his mind. And I immediately turned it off because I felt like that was bad. I felt that was bad and it made me not care for that game anymore. That I should be hyped about because it is a game, as an entry, one of my favorite universes overall. So that one is not going to be a bump. One of these two is a bump, so these two are not going to be bumps, which means that this one is a bump. The bomb and about to blow up. This one is not going to be a bump. One of these is a bump and one of these is a bump. This is going to be rough. This is going to be a bit rough. Okay, we have to think here. Only one of these is going to be a bump, not this one. Good. That means that one of these is not a bump, which means that these are bumps. Does that help me? Does that help me at all is the question. Yes, it does. We're done. Not done yet. 4 or 1 you are supposed to be bombs. I forget one somewhere. Oh yeah, here. This one is a bomb. One of these is no bombs. But we have established that both of these are bombs, so this one is not going to be one bomb. There we go. That one had me think for a little bit. Okay, we got a new armor, but I don't think we want it, so we leave it behind. Star Ocean. There's 5 games in total. And the first 2 games have been remade a few years back for the PSP. I remember that one pretty nicely. Mostly on account of me actually having played those remakes. I don't think we can get the time on this. Oh, we got it. Good. Nice. Extra ability damage, always a pleasure. I don't know if they have remade the games again since then. The third game, it was out for the PlayStation 3 and... that game was a bit weird, I gotta say. That game... Okay, let's start with the Omnis fact. It has anime level voice acting, which means that some voices sound pretty weird there. That's just part of the course. That's what you subscribe for with that kind of media. They made one plot decision towards the end of the game that I, to this day, find to be a little bit questionable, but you just have to suck it in and accept it. Not appreciate necessarily, but accept it for what it is. I'm gonna buy the HP because I like living. And we probably should end up being able to buy something else in here. Not sure what that is going to be. Probably this blast flare in here is going to be pretty nice for us. It's a lot of damage. No, next up we move up in here. Then the next one after that, was for the generation after that. I played it on the PlayStation 3. I was not allowed to dodge. Apparently I'm taking all the damage and I hate it. I'm poisoned and I hate it. Things are flying at me and I hate it. My HP is vanishing on me and I still hate it. I want to get out of here. Take these jokers out. There goes one. He's throwing bombs at me. He's throwing spears at me. And he's just attacking me like crazy too. He's jumping on me. All of you jokers need to stop. For good, I mean it. You need to stop. This guy is still here. He is no longer here. Knives out, just to keep them whelmed. Good stuff. More or less. Tough room indeed. There's a lot of tough rooms in here. Knives out, just to keep us safe for a moment. Didn't even get to block that one. Got that one though. Oh, hello! Fast-firing enemies, and he threw a spear at me, and I hate it. He just flew into me, and I hate it. He's throwing bombs at me, and I hate it all. Hate it all. He's going to fire at me again. Parry. Knives out, knives out. Wasn't there a movie called Knives Out? I think there was. Good. Ooh, we are going to bite the dust in a moment. Okay, you know what? I should be safe here. I can't step on this red goop because of an item we picked up. They can't. And I'm pretty sure they will not even try to do that. If I must scum this game to get a win out of it, I will! He did it! He stepped onto the red goop. I did not think he would. I did not think he would. But one of them dropped an HP potion for me there, so that's nice. I did not think he would have the balls to pull that kind of move off. Hilarious. There's a lot of bullets being thrown at me. Got that parry window. So we're gonna parry them back to the best of my ability. Bam. I think that guy doesn't have lasers in him. Good. Good stuff. We found the boss room. And we have no HP. But we found the boss room. What's this? A new roll. We don't need that. Ability cooldowns being shortened. I like. Oh, man. This is going to be the final boss too. I don't think we haven't seen it on video, so this is going to be a mild spoiler for you guys. I still can't afford this ability that I really, really wanted to get. Are we going to do 1 or 2 more rooms just to try to stay safe? I think I'm going to do 1 or 2 more rooms. Because I do want that ability and I want it now. This room has some kind of challenge. Do not use lucid attacks. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Forget about it. Forget about it, game. Parry. Good parry. That guy in the back. He's not even going to try to attack me as long as I keep my distance. Done. Good. We destroy everything in here. Thanks for that. The bombs will come in useful. There's a red potion. Was worth coming in this room just for that. And in here is one more chest. Whatever's gonna be in here better be good. It's a frisbee. I don't think I want that frisbee. Actually, it has projectiles ricochet, but we don't need that. No, we keep our finger gun. Alright, let's go into this room down here too. For the reward, maybe, hopefully, maybe. I want to get another victory out of this. Ooh, there was a lot of projectiles being flung into my general direction, and I hate it. I was not allowed to dodge. The game really bringing me the worst of the worst in here right now. Knives out again. Good. Now for you up in there, big boy. Only one left. Knives out again. Oh, he's throwing bombs of some sort at me. Hilarious. Not a fan. Okay, man, so how do I make a good build-up to the Awakes in the Future with no memories part of the prologue? Do I use a shield? Hate it! But I can work with it. Damn, that didn't bin me. Ah! I used my shield. Even though I was not supposed to. I actually wanted to get that reward too. He's gonna fire at me. He hit me. Sad and bad, but can't be helped. He tried to freeze me. I ain't having that. Oh, we are in for a rough endgame in here. Almost done. This guy got nothing on me. Now we can at least afford the new ability, but we are still pretty low on basically anything. Yeah, I will imagine that the character limit on YouTube would be a bit problematic for getting something good out there fast. I can imagine that being a thing, for sure. Now, there's one more room. I'm going to try this one too. Oh, what? What? I have never seen that attack. I did not know that that attack existed. Burn to death, please. Sadly, don't get the parry off there. That guy. That guy is not kidding around. There's a parry. Now for you, big boy. How good will it be if that room, that question mark room, would be a healing room? How good would that be? How balls to the walls amazing would that be? Okay, it's not, but we get some items to see here. A new armor. I will leave that one behind because I do want to have that parry chance around a little longer. This bow. I think I keep the finger gun around a little longer. I'm still gonna pick it up so we can recycle it. Yeah, it's now or never. We have to fight the boss now. I don't know if there can be red potions and indestructible rocks though. I have to check because my life basically depends on it. Well, it doesn't because, you know, this is just a dream world and all that, but you know what I mean. Okay, it's just these two, but we get them regardless. That's it. This is as good as it gets. Alright, boss fight time. This is gonna be the final boss for the current early access build. Hello, beautiful. If you have seen the first episode, you may remember this guy from the intro. He is a problem. So what that absolute scumlord is doing, he's stealing either my main attack or my range attack. Both I consider to be problematic. Good parry. But he will never steal my abilities, which is basically my one saving grace in here. Good parry. What is he doing? I see you. Good parry! Get that ability damage in there. Knives out. I see you, baby. That hurts. That hurts. We are almost dead. He's gone once more. Knives out. Oh, and we're dead. We tried our darndest, but it was too much. Oh, I thought he would be the final boss and not from this first area. No, we got as far as we could. We did our goddamn best. Ooh, but it was a rough run. It was a good run overall. I enjoyed it. We got very far indeed. Just we're lacking a little bit of HP towards the end there. But yeah, there we go. I think that is enough for today's stream. Had some nice games in Curse of the Dead Gods, had some fun in Dreamscaper, and we had a lot of conversation about the arts and crafts of writing a story for 12. Man, it's remarkable. Every time we stream, the stream becomes all about 12. He knows how to catch a crowd, doesn't he? Oh, I thought he would be the final... Nah, he's apparently for the moment the final boss. But we don't know what will come in later builds. On the last video of the ones I've already recorded for this game, I actually defeated the boss. So let that be a small spoiler for you guys. And I think there will be more after that. Let's leave it at that. I think there will be a bit more after that. So how about this? What if the master gets the memory loss treatment as a last effort from the protag? Also, Inner World of a Protagonist, is that copyrighted by Bleach? I don't even know what that means. Inner World of a Protagonist? As in the protagonist has a world in it on itself? I doubt that you could even copyright that idea. I would not see how you could copyright that. I'm pretty sure that part is being explored in some way, shape or form in more media than just Bleach. Anyway guys, that was it for today. I'm going to upload one episode of something today. I don't think it's going to be a Hades episode. I actually really want to see... I want you guys to see that upcoming Curse of the Dead Gods episode, because it is one of the most hilarious I've ever recorded. In so many levels. Scott, you have a good week as well. Thanks for being here. Nice to see you dropping by. And yeah, Madman and 12, I'm pretty sure you guys will still find some platform that you can use to further explore the whole 12 universe. The Horseman universe. I don't think you can copyright a single concept. Copyright can be weird. I think copyright can be very, very weird and very problematic depending on how you look at it, but I don't think you can copyright a concept like that as well. I don't think that's a thing you can do. At least I certainly hope that you couldn't. The Antag flees, that is why he lets the protagonist lives. Because he doesn't recognize him, just lets him hanging. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that you like the stream, man. Very, very happy about that indeed. Good, guys. Guys, have a good night. It's actually approaching night. I'm over here as well. It's almost 8 PM. Going to drink something. And then I will rest my case for today as well, because tomorrow is going to be another Monday. Mondays, guys, let me tell you, they're a problem. L, Madman, 12, Blue Keel, Scott. Who am I forgetting in here? I think you guys were the most active in the chat again today. Have a good night, each and every one of you. There were some more guys in the beginning. Jonas was here, I don't know if he's still here, but if you're still here, thanks for being here. And I promise that here will be the last time I will say that word. Here. Yeah, have a good rest, everyone. Thanks for watching. And Madman has to finish up something. Do that. Do that. And enjoy yourself doing so. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching.